TDI exhaust with the hookup. I wonder what this could be. So a while back, you may remember me saying that I want to keep the AMG GTR stock. I don't want to make it obnoxiously loud. You know, we want to keep our neighbors here happy. So we definitely don't want to add a third loud car to the garage. We already have two straight pipe cars, Sarah's M235i and my 458, which the 458 will be back in the garage very soon. So adding a third one, geez, that would be so immature, right? Okay, I'm done. I drove the car back home in comfort mode because I wanted to give you guys my first actual legit reaction to the new sound of this car. Because YouTube, okay, so I actually did also bring back the stock cats. Go ahead and open this up. I wanted to give you guys a closer look. They are massive in comparison to the replacement downpipes for this thing. They are also very, very heavy. Got everything out of the box and laid out properly here. So you can see exactly where we cut the stock pipe right here, right there. So the reason for cutting is mostly to save time and money. There's a lot of things that you have to do in order to replace the stock setup without cutting them. You actually have to drop the transmission and the torque tube to gain access to this full piece and remove it in one piece, as well as being able to install them back. So the only real way around that is to cut them, which is exactly what we did. So the shop I worked with, they have a very handy tool which allows you to cut this pipe without losing any metal, which means that they can be welded back together without any issue. And that is exactly what I'm going to do when I'm ready to put these things back on. And the only real time I'm gonna do that is when I'm ready to sell the car and I need to put it back to stock, which isn't gonna be anytime soon because I love the hell out of this car. Okay, so enough with this boring stuff. Let's finally hear what this car sounds like with the new downpipes. Okay, so the valves are currently on because this car defaults to comfort mode when you start it up, but let's put it into race mode like I always drive in. Ooh, the idling sound of this car is a lot louder right off the bat. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to put it into like comfort mode whenever I leave the neighborhood. Oh my God, even in comfort mode, the crackles are coming out, but they are very, very muted, so that's good. Okay, I'm so glad that I have the valves still because, I mean, I don't care either way, but when you live with neighbors amongst you, you want to keep them as happy as possible, obviously, but with the two other straight piped cars that we have in the garage, you know, I'm just trying to be nice. So anyway, that's enough of comfort mode. We're back into race. God, just going slowly here. It is so much more aggressive. It just sounds, oh my God, the purples are obviously, that was actually the thing I was worried about when I did the tune, and I heard the amount of crackles and burbles that this car had just with the stock setup. I knew that once I put these downpipes on, it was going to be ridiculous, and I think it's ridiculous, even just cruising here out of the neighborhood, going very, very slowly, 35 miles an hour. So I'm just gonna get some gas and then we'll head over to Mexico real quick. It's so nice being here in California. We live so close to Mexico. All right, we just got gas. Okay, I'm done. What the F, dude? Holy freaking crap. Yeah, that's gonna work for me. That's gonna work for me. Just listening to the actual exhaust note now, it sounds the same, obviously, in terms of the note, the pitch, because we didn't change anything in terms of the actual exhaust. We just replaced the downpipe. I love the stock exhaust. It sounds great from the factory. I just wanted more volume, and that is exactly what we have accomplished by installing these downpipes. It just makes the driving experience more fun. It's just a lot more aggressive. It matches the aggressiveness of the car as it is. This is the beast of the green hell. It needs to sound like the beast of the green hell, and now it definitely does. Oh my God, people must hate me. I always ask myself what like normal people on the road think when they hear a car backfiring like this. Like they probably think something's broken with the car or something. If they're not a car person, that is. So highway cruising, back road cruising, through the neighborhood, this is gonna work. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm actually kind of scared. I'm gonna hit this road up right now, and yeah, I actually kind of want to see what this sounds like with the windows down. Those downshifts are absolutely menacing. I love it, man. I put the window down a little bit. I should be fine because I'm not getting any wind here hitting my mic, so let's just go for it. Oh my God, it's so, I think it's actually faster, which we did kind of predict that it would gain a little bit by adding the downpipes to the already downpipe tuned tune. So I do feel a little bit more pull when I'm really on it. I think this is like, I would not add more power than this. This is already ridiculous. Unless you're like drag racing this car or something, which is very dumb because it's not a good drag racing car. You know, you could add bigger turbos and whatnot, do the Rentec kit. But just right now, it's plenty. And I think it's going to be very, very good on the track. This level of power, I think, is perfect for the track. Anything else, honestly, even on roads like this, I mean, it's just going to be way too sketchy. The burbles are very, very loud, but I'm having a lot of fun. Oh, there's a bird that almost hit me. Okay. Oh my God. Already just a handful at this level of power. I think we're pushing like 660 at the crank. We're assuming, I still have to dyno it. I will dyno it. Oh my God. And the upshifts, they give you a much more aggressive crack now. Just it goes to show you how great this stock exhaust is because we didn't touch the exhaust. Dude, this car is so fast. How could you even add more power to this? So ridiculous. Tell you that speed. Oh my God, those downshifts are absolutely ridiculous. The cool thing about this setup is that I still retain access to the valve. So if I'm just getting like sick and tired of the burbles and crackles all the time, I could just push the exhaust button here or just put it into comfort mode, which I'll do now. Hopefully you guys can hear the difference now. It's just like a whole different car. It is not only a lot softer ride, but you can hear the exhaust. It is gone pretty much. And the crackles are still there, but you can barely hear them. They're so muted by those valves, especially on long journeys, or like say you pull up to a cop or something. That's something that really scares me in the other cars that we have, because it's not as easy just to have this exhaust button or comfort mode and just turn everything off. In this car, it is really, really easy, and especially here in California when all of this stuff is, well, you're definitely not supposed to do any of this stuff. So being able to have this downpipe setup on this car, making it ridiculous, absolutely insane when I want to, and when I don't want to as well, is a great thing. Okay, so downpipes on the AMG GTR, tick that box off the checklist. We have the tune already done. I think that's all I'm gonna do, guys, to this car. I think that's all it needs. It just needed a little bit more power, a little bit more sound, or a lot more sound in this case. And I think it's just perfect as it is. It's really, really good now. I don't think I see myself doing anything else to this car other than maybe like playing with the wheels, making them black. Maybe, I don't think it needs lowering, but I mean, kind of playing around with that idea. I mean, they set it up so well from the factory in terms of the handling. I can imagine that the ride height that this car comes out of from the factory is at its most optimal setting, and I do not want to mess with anything that can possibly affect the handling performance of this car. In conclusion, as you guys might have noticed, I am extremely happy with this new exhaust setup or downpipe setup on the AMG GTR. I don't see myself changing anything in terms of the exhaust anymore. Now, the weird thing is that some of these manufacturers for this downpipes, they'll actually make an aftermarket exhaust for this car as well. But the thing is, from the factory, this car, the muffler, it's already like the straight pipe. And do you really want to try to change the tone, the pitch of an AMG? AMGs are already known for having that deep, bassy grumble. That's what they're known for, and that's what they should sound like, and this car definitely sounds like that. So in terms of exhaust, I'm not going to change that. I think it's perfect as it is. Having the option to be able to put this into comfort mode or just push this exhaust button to turn everything off, make it quieter, remove the burbles and crackles, awesome. And just at the push of a button again, making it into a complete different beast is really, really cool. Now there is one insane thing that I do want to do with this car, which I will be doing a special video on. I'm gonna keep it secret for now, but it is gonna happen in the next 2 weeks. So watch out for that video. I'll do some teasers on my Instagram, I think. Now it's gonna be a temporary thing, but it's still gonna be very, very fun. So keep an eye out for that. If you don't want to miss it, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you can get notified whenever I release a new video. If you enjoyed, please give it a like as well so it can be shown to more people here on YouTube. Until the next one, I'll see you all very soon. Deuces!